Good evening and welcome to Pierce College, Fort Steilacoom. My name is Deborah Gilchrist. I'm Vice President for Learning and Student Success. And on behalf of all members of our college community, we are just really honored that you would join us tonight to recognize students who, through their commitment, their diligence, their energy, and their work that they have demonstrated time and time again, they have truly distinguished themselves to their faculty. So thank you for joining us to really give them the honor that they deserve this evening. So I'm very pleased to introduce tonight two of our college leaders. First is Dr. Michelle Johnson, Chancellor of Pierce College District. And Ms. Denise Yoakum, President, Pierce College, Fort Steilacoom.
Thank you, Deb. So welcome here to Pierce College, Fort Steilacoom, and home of the Raiders. So I'm really pleased to be here tonight. This is one of my absolute favorite nights of the year. I love the first day of fall, when all the students come back to campus, and the faculty come back, and the new students arrive, and they're not sure where they're going or what they're doing, and our student ambassadors and our staff and our faculty and our administrators all wander the halls with little Ask Me buttons. And we help everybody find where they're going and how to get to their classes and how to buy their books. And then you come full circle 2 years later, 3 years later, however long it takes them, and we're at the end of the journey for them here at Pierce College. And they're sitting here tonight as outstanding scholars. They are students that have taken this very seriously, this journey, and they have taken the time and the effort to really commit themselves to their studies, along with their families and their work and their extracurricular activities, and they are going to embark on a journey. Which leads me to my next favorite night of the year, which is next Friday, which is graduation, when we get to see them don their regalia and begin the next phase of their journey. So welcome here tonight. I'd like to also welcome you on behalf and introduce you to two really important members in our community. And they are members of our Board of Trustees, who are an all-volunteer group of 5 individuals who really oversee the policy of our colleges and help us figure out where we're going, what our vision is, how we can best serve our students. And I'd like you to give them a really warm round of appreciation for all the work that they do on your behalf, and that is Jackie Rosenblatt and Angie Rorty. We also have a member of our foundation who is not here, but as she comes in, we'll make her wave her hand if we're partway through the ceremony. She's a very busy woman, community activist, community philanthropist, Carlene Joseph, who works tirelessly on behalf of our foundation, and particularly on behalf of our veteran community. So when she comes in, we'll give her a nod and a thank you. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you now Alyssa Garrido. Alyssa is our ASPCFS president, so really what that means is she's our student government body president here at Fort Steilacoom. And Alyssa will give you a short speech talking to you about what it means to be a Pierce College student and what it has personally meant to her about where she's been and where she's going. And I have to say, it has been a distinct honor to work with Alyssa and her team this year. They have been great leaders for our student body. They have just done tremendous work. They have taken their roles very diligently. They have worked very hard academically to be able to still stay in student government. And they have just done a great job of tackling really important issues for the students and always being there and being ready to take on new initiatives. So without further ado, Alyssa, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Denise. And thank you to all in attendance this evening in celebrating student academic excellence, community service, leadership, and outstanding recognition. My name is Alyssa Garrido, and though I was provided the opportunity to serve as the student president this year, business cards and all, I am here tonight as a student as well, which is deserving of a title in its own right. Being a student entails so much more than just studying, as many of you may know. On top of balancing education, you have bills that need to be paid, so you have to work, which means you have to work either abnormal hours or sacrifice sleep. You have a family that needs to be cared for. You have friends who want to take you out on a fun night, but you have a 5-page paper due the next day, so you say, sorry, I'll make up for it once I'm finished. It's a continuous cycle of making ends meet, which always end in exhaustion or a whole lot of coffee. Motivation is a fickle thing, something that I know personally all too well. In the span of my 2 years here at Pierce College, I've moved 3 times, I've worked in 5 different career positions, lost some friends, gained more friends, traveled internationally, and fell in love. Needless to say, there were moments when motivation was severely slacking. But there's one story I'd like to share with you tonight that I hope you can draw the meaning and motivation from it as I have. Last summer more appropriately, I had the privilege of being 1 out of 10 students selected for a service learning program called Raiders Serve Nicaragua. This program had been pioneered in order to provide Pierce College students the opportunity to spend a week of their summer break volunteering their time in the country Nicaragua. And it was our mission to assist with the Women's Coffee Cooperative in a village named Santa Julia by planting coffee plants for their upcoming farm season. So it was a very important goal, and I had wanted to contribute as much as possible in any way that I could. By the end of the week, my team and I had planted 3,500 coffee plants, a tremendous increase in their cooperative, and they had so much praise for us, and it was so liberating. And yet, when I returned to America, all I could think about was how much I received in return, in which it totally exceeds what I had contributed. What they gave me was insight on what it meant to be self-motivating. Now, Santa Julia is a village that was under a period of repression for a long time, a very long time, where they suffered underneath a dictator who was cruel. And it took a handful of highly motivated women to start up the Cooperativa Gloria Quintanilla, the women's cooperative. And they started something with just a few coffee seeds. And it took these motivated women, families, to transform the once repressed village to the self-sustaining community that it is today. And in my time in Nicaragua, they shared with us their personal stories of strife and trauma, and how every day it grew harder and harder to wake up to the same destitute village. And it was from this same distress that had motivated them to make something more, to turn that bad situation into good. These women prove to me that you have to motivate yourself in order to ensure your own future. You are here at this very moment because you kept yourself motivated. Those of you who are being recognized this evening, allow me the first to say congratulations. From one student to another, from a student to faculty, whatever the case may be, your hard work and dedication is absolutely deserving of recognition tonight. And when your name is called and you come up to this stage to receive that reward, remember what had kept you motivated and kept pushing you forward. Similar to the women in Nicaragua, you have a vision you want to pursue, and your experience here at Pierce College has moved you one step closer. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. So I'll invite President Yoakum to recognize Pierce College Fort Steilacoom's outstanding students for 2016.
So first tonight, we have 2 outstanding students that were recognized, chosen by the college to be members of the All-Washington Academic Team. let me talk to you a little bit about these two women. So first, if you would come up, Catherine Wagner and Angela Thomas, and I will talk about you as you make your way to the stage. Each year, Washington's top 2 college students from every community and technical college are recognized for their scholastic achievement and service to their communities and colleges. The All-Washington Academic Team is sponsored by Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for 2-year colleges, the presidents and trustees of Washington's 2-year colleges, the State Board for Community and Technical Colleges, KeyBank, the Northwest Education Loan Association, and Washington Employees Credit Union together have made $750 scholarships available to each member of the All-Washington team. This year, these 2 students were represented to be Fort Steilacoom's representatives. Angela Thomas has logged more than 900 hours as a volunteer working with underprivileged youth in her community. She is working toward her master's degree in teaching to gain skills and knowledge necessary to begin a rewarding career as a music teacher. Although Angela admits that she has struggled academically in the past, her constant dedication has earned her a GPA of 4.0. I graduated high school with a GPA of 2.6 and did horribly, she said. But I decided that I wanted more with my life and pushed myself hard to earn these grades. I decided I didn't want to settle for mediocrity anymore. In the future, Angela hopes to provide music lessons for underprivileged youth as a way to give back to the community. When she was a child, her family could not afford to pay for music or dance classes, but she remembers certain teachers giving her free lessons along the way to help her develop her talent and interest in music. As an adult, I sometimes wonder where I would be if I had the opportunity to take lessons as a child. In the future, I want to be able to provide opportunities for children in a similar situation. So let me first present her award. Next, Catherine Wagner first enrolled at Pierce College. Her daughter was not quite 1 year old. Although it was not easy learning how to balance being a new mom and a full-time student, she still managed to excel in her classes and earn a spot on the dean's list. It's difficult to find the time to study and still put my family first, she admitted. It's definitely hard, but I've learned that sometimes it's necessary to stay up late to study for an exam or finish a project. Catherine is majoring in pre-nursing at Pierce College Fort Steilacoom, and she plans to transfer to Pacific Lutheran University in the fall to pursue her ultimate goal of becoming a registered nurse. She has always been fascinated with science and medicine for as long as she can remember. I've gone back and forth between becoming a doctor or a nurse, but I really feel like being a nurse is in my calling. I've had some great nurses during the time I've spent in hospitals, and I think it truly is the field for me. Outside of class, she makes it her own personal goal to help people in need, whether that includes a classmate who has trouble with coursework or the local homeless community. I try to help out in any way I can. And so congratulations, Catherine, on being
Congratulations, Angela and Catherine. I'd like to invite Christina Santos, Admission Advisor at UW-T, to come forward to present the Next Step Scholarship.
I'm tiptoeing right now. I was thinking about that actually before I got here. I'm pleased to be here tonight at Pierce College Fort Steilacoom to present the 2016 Next Step Scholarship Award. The Next Step Scholarships are among the University of Washington-Tacoma's most prestigious awards. Applicants with a GPA of at least 3.5 are nominated by their college presidents, so thank you, President Yoakum, and selected by the UW-Tacoma Scholarship Committee. The Next Step Endowment provides significant support to transfer students for their junior and senior year at University of Washington-Tacoma, and was created by the generosity of 30 donors in 1998. The value of the 2016 Next Step Scholarship is up to $12,000. 7 Next Step Scholars are selected each year, one from each of the participating colleges. I am proud to announce that the 2016 Next Step Scholar from Pierce College, Fort Steilacoom is Crystal Kennemer. Crystal, can you please come up to the stage? Crystal is an exceptional student who has maintained a 3.8 grade point average. She is a member of the Pi Theta Kappa Honor Society and Trio Support Services here at Pierce College, whom I've had the pleasure of working with one-on-one in the time that I've spent at UW-Tacoma working as an advisor for the past year. She also works as a peer math tutor and has repeatedly been on the president's list. Crystal will be attending University of Washington-Tacoma starting autumn 2016 to pursue a bachelor's degree in mathematics. Congratulations to Crystal on her selection as a 2016 Next Step Scholarship recipient, and we at UW-Tacoma are excited to have her as part of our community. Thank you.
Congratulations, Crystal, and thank you, Christina. So I'll ask President Yoakum to present the Student Serving Washington President's Award.
Thank you. So this is a new award for us, and it is a result of our collaboration with an organization called Campus Compact Washington. And the sole purpose of this organization is to promote service learning, civic responsibility, and entrepreneurship among our students in the 2- and 4-year college system in the state. So this year they started brand new awards, and they asked each college to nominate one person that they thought exemplified a student who had served the community, the college, and showed civic responsibility. So it is my distinct pleasure to proudly represent this award to Chris Sanders. So Chris, if you could please come up here. Congratulations. Chris is an individual who is motivated by his ability to make a difference in the world through service to others. Before he came to Pierce College, Chris served our country in the military. He continues to live his values by serving others in his capacity as a student leader who walks his talk. Chris is thoughtful, well-spoken, and eager to learn and serve. Chris participated in the same event that Alyssa talked about, the Raiders Serve Alternative Break Program in June 2015. He went on the 9-day service trip to Nicaragua. I won't regale you with all the details. And then he came back and presented to our Board of Trustees along with some of the other students and described the impact that this journey had on him. He recognized the things that he took for granted that were serious survival issues for this population. He was also able to connect the recognition of privilege to our own country and how important it was on his own personal journey to be a part of the solution to help the disadvantaged.
Congratulations, Chris. It's now our pleasure to recognize the outstanding students from our divisions of Arts and Humanities, Business and Social Science, Health and Technology, Natural Science, and Trans Ed, along with International Education. So students, as your name is called, will you please begin coming to the stage? So I'll invite first the nominating faculty from the Arts and Humanities Division to recognize the outstanding students.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to recognize this year's Outstanding Art Student of the Year, Javier Lopez. We'd like to invite you to come forward. So Javier was born in Chile, where he studied film, music, and video production at UNIAC University before coming to America, where he now works as an works as an artist and graphic designer. So to say that Javier hit the ground running is a bit of an understatement. He's taken, I believe, every offering we have at both the Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom campuses. And his artwork was featured in this year's Slam magazine, which is the Student Literary Arts magazine. In addition to that, he was also featured in this year's 42nd Annual Student Art Exhibition. He had 2 pieces featured in that exhibit, which were just outstanding examples of his work. And he was also a participant in this year's Art to Art exchange that we conducted with the English department, in which one student took a piece of poetry and then it was interpreted by an artist. And Javier's work was among the best in that collaboration. So fortunate to have him here. So what's next for Javier? He's interested in transferring to UW, or University of Washington, Seattle, to start to study industrial design. And so there he can build on his love of all things art. And we should mention that today is also Javier's birthday. So I wouldn't. Oh, sure. Pardon me, I forgot to announce who I am. I apologize. My name's Dave Roholt, and I'm in the art department here. I was so excited to tell you about Javier. Forgot to introduce myself. But I promise I won't sing happy birthday to Javier. I'll spare you all that. And so please join in congratulating Javier on this landmark achievement.
Next is Brian Martin from Digital Design.
Wait, Denise said I got to introduce myself.
Hi, I'm Brian Martin.
Carrie, come on. When it comes to the world of graphic design, I am the program coordinator of our digital design program here at Pierce College, and I would like to recognize our student of the year, Carrie Tompkins. Carrie's got it all. She's got a great eye, she's got great balance, great timing. The list is really, really long. And it was one of those things where she was the first on our list for who do we want to talk about. I mean, to say she hits on all cylinders would be a disservice, unless, of course, you're talking about like a Jaguar V12. Then that would be her level. Her humor, her intuition, and her drive toasts even the best of them. And yeah, the proof is easy. So Carrie's not graduated yet because she's already got a job and working for Bill Speidel's Underground Tours, yes, before she's even graduated. And we're talking about a full-time gig, a 401k, and full benefits, and that's proof that this lady's got game. And so congratulations, Carrie. And a goodie bag of junk.
And Emma Clausen, Information Studies.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma Clausen. I'm a librarian here at Fort Steilacoom, and it is my great pleasure to recognize Kiona Lewis on behalf of the Librarians and Information Studies faculty here at Pierce. Come on up, Kiona. So I'm going to share what the librarians would like to recognize Kiona for. So, adaptable and persistent, Kiona is a regular and dedicated library user. Since spring 2014, Kiona has demonstrated considerable and consistent growth in her information competency skills. What sets Kiona apart is her openness and curiosity in the research process. For research-related assignments, she often chooses to explore issues and concepts relevant to her life and real-world issues about which she cares. Kiona doesn't back away from ambiguity and discomfort in the research process. Rather, when using information, she asks questions and considers diverse ideas and viewpoints, which is the hallmark of learning and perseverance. So librarians appreciate and commend Kiona for her open-minded approach to learning and research.
Christina Hinkle, Music.
Good evening, my name is Christina Henkel and I'm here to present an award of Outstanding Music Student of the Year to Austin Shan. So please, Austin. Austin has, through much hard work, developed into a very promising musician, both as a pianist and as a vocalist. He has been accepted with a music scholarship into the Pacific Lutheran University Piano Performance and Music Composition Program, a very high-level accomplishment as a musician. As a solo pianist, he has been featured in various performances within the Pierce College community, but also in events organized by the Tacoma Music Teachers Association. He is our accompanist for the choral program, helps rehearse sectionals, accompanies performances and rehearsals. When not playing the piano, Austin continues to lead through vocal support, making himself available for special help to his fellow students. And his support as we build the program here at Fort Steilacoom has been instrumental in growing our groups and our program. As we musicians say, Austin rocks.
Invite Dean Sachi Horbach and the nominating faculty from Business and Social Science to recognize the outstanding students from their divisions.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sachi Horbach, Dean of Business and Social Science, and it is my sincere honor to recognize some of our students along with our faculty tonight. The first student is Odravis Portelis. Is he here? Well, let's give him a round of applause anyway. So Odravis was nominated by two anthropology professors, Mary Russell and Karen Danner, and here's what they had to say. Odravis, a husband and father of a 4-year-old son, enjoys learning. His thoughtful questions reveal an intellectual curiosity and a desire to deepen his understanding of diverse cultural beliefs and behaviors. He listens carefully to others in order to expand his understanding of other perspectives and experiences, and it has been a pleasure to share a classroom with him. He plans to attend Pacific Lutheran University this coming fall to continue exploring cultural anthropology and archaeology. So, congratulations wherever he is. And here is Anne.
I'm Ann Stoltz, and I'm going to present the award for Patrick Crichton for the Business Department, nominated by Dr. Paul Gerhardt and Kurt Kegler. And this is what they have to say. Patrick is a Purple Heart recipient, and after serving our country in the United States Army, he selected Pierce College to continue his education. His dream is to make a positive difference in the community by running a future nonprofit organization. Patrick is the kind of individual who will determine the expectations of a situation and roll up his sleeves to accomplish the task in a superior way. A natural leader, he is willing to help others in and outside of the class. Professors Gerhardt and Kegler are honored to have Patrick Crichton in the program.
Tiffany Harper. Tiffany here? So Tiffany was nominated by Connie Brown from Corrections Protection Officer Program. Ms. Harper successfully completed 1 quarter, 35 credit Corrections Protection Officer Program. Academically, she led the class. Professionally, she was able to use the skills and attributes from her military experience to be one of the great leaders of our class. Her exceedingly high level of ethics and outstanding communication skills solidified her role as Student of the Year. However, once she attended her internship at a Washington State prison, Cedar Creek Correction Center, she was able to put into practice all that she had learned in the classroom. She returned with outstanding marks in her evaluation. We look forward to Ms. Harper completing her degree at Pierce College and moving into the 4-year college and university system to eventually working in the criminal justice profession. Congratulations. Jason Kennison. Jason Kennison was nominated by Bobby Foster Grayler from the Criminal Justice Program. Mr. Kennison joined the Criminal Justice Program in 2014. At this time, he was transitioning from his career in the military back to civilian life. Like many of our returning soldiers, Mr. Kennison had to deal with many struggles. His ability to see and address the issues surrounding soldiers returning from war has helped all the members of the Criminal Justice Program and the Pierce College community as a whole. Mr. Kennison is a dedicated father, student, and citizen. He has served his country proudly and now has moved into civilian life and provided the mature, team-oriented, activist example for all of us to follow. Teresa and I feel privileged to have witnessed Mr. Kennison's journey at the college and look forward to witnessing his next steps towards employment in the criminal justice field.
Caitlin Coates is my nomination for Outstanding Fashion Student of the Year. Katie has consistently demonstrated a desire to make the most of her education, and she excels in the focus of fashion merchandising. She has a dedicated work ethic and has maintained a very high GPA in all program courses, both online and in the classroom. Katie is a willing participant, always an enthusiastic student, and most deserving of this award.
Madeline Danielson. Madeline was nominated by her history professor, John Simpson. Here's what John had to say. Articulate, polite, intelligent, focused, and hardworking are but a few of the adjectives that come to mind in describing the work Maddie has done in my U.S. history and civilization classes. I think what impresses me most is her strength of character and her range of interests and accomplishments, from being a leader at Steilacoom High School to a member of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and a National Honor Society member. I am privileged to have met and worked with Maddie. Congratulations.
Dr. Joanne Garone from Psychology.
Derek Verche, come on up here. Hi, my name is Joanne Guron, and I'm here to represent the Psychology Department in presenting Derek Verche with the Outstanding Student Award in the field of psychology. Derek is receiving this award today because of his achievements in psychology. He is the exceptional student that every professor dreams of. Thoughtful, inquisitive, reflective, and determined to help his fellow students succeed. Derek is more than just a good student. He has the makings of a true scholar. I know that whatever school he goes to, they're going to be very lucky to have him.
I'll invite Dean Ron May and the nominating faculty from the Health and Technology Division to recognize the outstanding students from their division.
First off, we have construction management, and that is Stephen Crandall Sr. This is written by Dolores Kelly, who is the coordinator of the program. She says, "I can't say enough about Steve. I loved having him in my classes. He was an inspiration to me and the students in the classroom. Stephen worked a full-time job as a project engineer while working toward his degree in construction management, and still found time to lend a hand to other students. Did I mention that Steve is married and has 5 children? In the classroom, Steve always showed calm, respect, and integrity toward his fellow students. He was put to the challenge many times during team endeavors, and he showed awesome leadership skills with difficult group members each time in his team projects. Steve managed to help those students realize their potential not only in the group but in the classroom. Steve became one of the go-to students for help. Steve is an outstanding student with impeccable character that I had the pleasure of having in my class. Good luck and thank you. Congratulations. I also want to present for dental hygiene, and that is Christy Michael. And this was written by the dental hygiene faculty. Despite moments of emotional drain when a patient cancels or an outcome is not as she had hoped, she refocuses, learns from moment, and moves forward. She does not dwell on the past, but rather embraces and changes to make a difference in the future. Having forward momentum and a non-judgmental attitude embodies a true healthcare professional. Indeed, a healthcare professional provides unbiased and exemplary care to each person, regardless of who they are or what they have done. Being a person who can rise above and always choose the ethical and moral path is not always easy, but Ms. Michael has never faltered. She has never hesitated to be that person, that student, that friend. Ms. Michael is truly exemplary, and it has been the dental hygiene team's pleasure to guide her through the learning process to become one of our colleagues. Congratulations, and thank you, Christy, for choosing us to be a part of your educational journey.
Lisa Murray from Kinesiology.
Kelsey Carnino has been selected as the recipient of this award. Kelsey has an incredible passion for learning, and it definitely shows in the classroom. She's a critical thinker. She's always seeking more information from both her instructors and her classmates. Kelsey typically sits in the front row of every class. She shows her enthusiasm for learning by always asking questions and, for example, sharing new apps or new topics and research that she's doing on her own. Kelsey has managed to excel in her coursework at Pierce while also working as a part-time waitress, and she's also working on weekends to get her yoga certification. Kelsey also recently shared with me that she didn't really learn about healthy eating habits until she got much older. She has also tackled some personal issues with this head-on. Through her struggle, she has developed a passion for helping others live healthier lifestyles and also through exercise. Her long-term plans include working with younger children to enrich their lives by teaching them about proper eating and exercise. After Pierce College, Kelsey plans to transfer to a four-year university and obtain her bachelor's degree in exercise science with a minor in nutrition. Kelsey's going to make a huge impact on other people's lives, and it's my honor tonight to present her with this award.
And Dr. Salvador Hurtado, Veterinary Technology.
Hi, I'm Salvador Hurtado. I'm the director for the Veterinary Technology Program, and I'm here to present the Outstanding Student Award to Elizabeth Colson. I was actually looking for her in the audience, and I didn't see her because she usually doesn't wear that type of outfit. She's usually wearing scrubs. So Liz is a congenial student with a very positive attitude. These personal characteristics made her a very well-liked and respected individual amongst the students and faculty of the Veterinary Technology Program. She had one of the highest GPAs in her class and served as the treasurer for the VetTech Student Club. These accomplishments, her willingness to help other students learn, her demonstrated commitment to compassionate and skilled nursing care of animals utilized in our training program, make her an ideal student representative in our department's choice for outstanding student.
Thank you, and congratulations to you all. I invite Dean Tom Broxson and the nominating faculty from the Natural Science Division to recognize their outstanding students.
Cassandra Witt, could you come on down? I'm Tom Broxson, the Dean of Natural Sciences here at Pierce College, and Cassandra is the nominee this year for biology. She was nominated by Mary Beth Balo and Alicia Mabuja, and I'm going to read what they have to say about her performance. Cassandra is an extraordinary individual in terms of motivation, intellectual acuity, academic capability, emotional maturity, high integrity, and strong character. We're most impressed by her desire for excellence, her critical thinking and communication skills, her resilience, and the manifestation of drive towards obtaining a BSN to become an exemplary registered nurse. Cassandra is the mother of a young son, Aiden, and showed remarkable abilities to prioritize her time in order to consistently be a top-of-the-class student while not compromising her home life, especially with respect to the time she spends with her child. The classes in which our observations of Cassie were made include microbiology and anatomy and physiology. Since these classes have both lecture and lab, they are quite demanding. Cassie's skills proved what an organized, meticulous, methodical, and overall mature student she is. Cassie also helped with a job in Pierce's e-learning department, and she participated in a service learning project teaching fourth graders about microbes and infection control. And in many other ways, she demonstrated her excitement about her long-held hope of being involved with public health. We feel she represents the very best of biology student performance and success by every measurable standard. Congratulations, Cassie. Can Gary Boone come on down? Is Gary here? Okay. Gary is nominated as the outstanding biology major for this year. He was nominated by Robert Johnson, Mary Beth Balo, and Alicia Mbuja. Mr. Gary Boone is very altruistically humble, respectful, and applied critical thinking, intelligent, and is an intelligent, observant man. Mr. Boone has done exceptionally well in every course that he has taken at Pierce College, not only through the biology department's 3 courses with a 4.0, but as well in all his courses, 80 credits with a 4.0. Mr. Boone is an international student at Pierce College from Malaysia, where for him to even be on campus was quite a challenge financially. Mr. Boone has worked with Mrs. LaFontaine on the Behind the Rainier Building Oak Restoration Project for the past year, with many, many volunteer hours applied with hard physical labor and leadership with his peers on work on that site. He has also worked in the tutoring center on campus and has been very sought after as a tutor there. Mr. Boone is an exemplary student and natural leader. Please help us celebrate the outstanding work and academic merit of Mr. Boone. Congratulations, Gary.
Come on down, Kate. I'm here to talk about Kate Pan, the outstanding student in chemistry this year. She's been outstanding all year long in organic chemistry. She has a thorough understanding of all the concepts and is very generous in sharing what she knows with others. Last quarter, when the class was struggling with organic synthesis problems, a typical sticking point in that class, Kate took it upon herself to catalog and show interrelationships between all the reactions we had studied up to that point, and to share what she had done with the rest of her students. Believe me, it was no small task. I wasn't going to do it, but Kate did. Her goal is to become a physician and to practice medicine in a very comprehensive and holistic way. She's going to be great. I'm very excited about her future.
And Beth Norman, Earth Sciences.
Rosalind Watson was nominated by myself, Beth, Nick Almendinger, Michelle Fontaine as the Outstanding Student for Earth and Space Sciences Department. Rosalind has taken environmental geology and environmental science classes from the Earth and Space Sciences. She's a wonderful student to have in class. Her contributions to class discussions, hard work, and willingness to help others elevates the level of the class for all the students. Rosalind is working on her AA-DTA at Pierce with a goal of attaining a BA in Educational Outreach with a minor in Sociology, followed by a master's program. She is the founder of the nonprofit Friends and Families United to Network for Housing, where she'll be working with youth ages 9 to 24. Part of what she plans to do is show K-8 grades the correlation among math, reading, and science through a student-driven, experiential, and educational format. She will be utilizing community partners to make the experience applicable and fun. We look forward to working with her in the future. Congratulations. And I want to add, she made it a mile down the beach at Owen Beach and a mile back on our field trip.
Hi, Carissa Brace. So Carissa Brace has been a student at Pierce College since 2011. She's taken just about every math course we have, and her last one was differential equations. Her highest one was differential equations, where she got a 4.0. Yeah, impressive. But beyond that, she's helped so many students. She's served as a tutor and an SI leader. I was fortunate to have her as an SI leader for 3 different classes. And she's just awesome in that role, helping so many students. The students are really drawn into her because of her personality. One of her impressive goals was being an SI leader for 2 STAT classes in the same quarter that are taught in very different ways. And that was a challenge, keeping it all balanced. After she's done here, she's going to go off and prepare to be a math faculty at some community college, I believe. Yeah, hopefully Pierce.
Please welcome Dean Lori Griffin and the nominating faculty from the Transitional Education Division to recognize their faculty.
Hi, my name is Morningstar Stevenson. I'm an ESL instructor here. I'd like to have Rosa come forward. Rosa Lopez was nominated to be the Outstanding ESL Student this quarter by Angela Flores. This is what Angela had to say. Rosa Lopez is a hardworking student. She began taking the IDEA grant class as a level 1 student in 2013. She was shy to speak on the first day of class, but immediately decided she had to work hard in order to advance in her English. This is demonstrated by the fact that she took both morning and evening classes for 1 year to improve her English skills. Not only does she work hard to complete her own assignments, she takes time to help her peers to better understand Canvas. She is caring, determined, and one of the top students Angela has come across in her years of teaching. Rosa's short-term goals are to finish her ESL classes and continue in the iBest program to become a teaching assistant, and her long-term goal is to become a kindergarten teacher. Congratulations, Rosa.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Ferris and I'm here to present to Rolando Bering on behalf of myself and my co-teacher, Dr. Daniel Ferris. Having had Rolando for the first 2 of his U.S. history classes and the Pierce College Adult Diploma program, I can already say he's destined for great things. Not only is Rolando a dedicated 4.0 student, but he's also a wonderful conversationalist and a mentor with a strong and confident head on his shoulders. During winter quarter 2015, Rolando had the opportunity to represent Pierce College Adult Diploma program in front of the Council for Basic Skills. All of the feedback from students and administrators alike praised Rolando's candidness and positive attitude. Many community-based organizations even requested that Rolando share his story with their student populations. I think you got a job out of this, maybe. It's that type of attitude that makes Rolando unstoppable in all of his classes, and I think this is his last quarter in the PCAD program, is that right? So congratulations.
Please welcome Mary Muehlblock, Manager of International Student Services, to recognize the outstanding student from International Education.
Hello. Can I have Keith now, Baba, come to the stage? Keith now was unanimously nominated by the International Education staff. He came to Pierce in the fall of 2014 after spending time in the workforce in Japan and realizing he wanted something different in life. He saved his money and came to study abroad, landing at Pierce College. He was a serious student from the start and worked very hard to keep his 3.79 GPA. In addition to studying, he's been very active in volunteering and participating in many extracurricular activities. Many students look up to him and even jokingly call him Grandpa in Japanese because of his knowledge and the great care he takes of all his friends. He has helped the International Education Department at every new student orientation since the second quarter, and when we need help in our department, he is the first person we think to ask. Because of these reasons and more, the International Department nominates Hidnao Baba as our outstanding international student.
It's my pleasure to introduce our Director of District Athletics, Duncan Stevenson, to announce the Raider Athletics Outstanding Students. Woo!
That'll work better, won't it? Good evening. I'm glad you all were here tonight, and it's great to be able to celebrate all the excellent academic efforts and achievements of all of our students here at Pierce College. So please give yourself all a big round of applause. Tonight, we have the pleasure of honoring 2 Raider student athletes who excelled in the classroom and on the field or court of competition this year. These 2 individuals, selected as the top student athletes for 2015-16, exemplify all there is that is well and good in the term student athlete. Academic achievement, athletic excellence, citizenship, sportsmanship, and team leadership. These 2 individuals have represented Raider athletics and Pierce College with the highest degree of integrity this year for both the athletic department and for Pierce College. Our first honoree is our female student athlete of the year from the Raider volleyball team, Ms. Marissa Morris. Marissa? The only recipient tonight to sit in the top row in heels. And as you can tell, she really doesn't need the heels. Marissa came to Pierce College from Ridgefield High School in Vancouver, Washington. During her 2 seasons as a member of the Raider volleyball team, she was a top performer along the front line, always among the team leaders and blocks during a match. Her outgoing personality and sense of humor have made her a natural team leader and trusted teammate. Marissa's performance on the floor helped the Raider volleyball team back to the Northwest Athletic Conference Championship Tournament this past fall, the team's first playoff appearance in 3 years. Marissa's performance in the classroom has been excellent as well, earning a 3.46 GPA and being named to the Dean's List once. She received the Northwest Athletic Conference's Academic Excellence Award this past fall for her outstanding academic performance. Marissa plans to continue her education at Portland State University to study sociology, following a short stint at Portland Community College to establish her Oregon residency. Costs a little bit more as an out-of-state student. So, ladies and gentlemen, the 2015-16 Raider Female Student Athlete of the Year, Marissa Morris. Next, unfortunately, our male student athlete couldn't be here tonight, but his parents came along for the evening to help celebrate his honor. If I could have his dad, Young Wynn, come up. Our male student athlete of the year is Jacob Wynn, a member of the Raider baseball team. Jacob graduated from Grand Caucasus High School in 2013. He started his community college journey at Everett Community College that fall, but quickly learned that he'd be better off coming closer to home. He transferred to Pierce in the fall of 2014 and became a member of the Raider baseball team. Now, the team wasn't built around Jacob. Jacob wasn't a star, and his statistics weren't at the top of the team statistical leaders. But Jacob filled a very valuable role on a team, and that's the role of the role player. Not every player can be a star, and every successful team needs role players. And Jacob was that for the Raiders. His contributions to the success of the Raider baseball program was his commitment to the team and to his teammates. His work ethic was second to none, and he always was ready to do whatever was asked to help the team. His coaches and teammates had every confidence in his abilities, his quiet leadership that he provided to the team. Last month at the NWAC Conference Championships, Coach Davis called on Jacob in the late innings of a very crucial game in the tournament to pinch hit. He hadn't been in the game all day, and on the first pitch he lined a single to center field to help start a rally for the team. Whatever and whenever Jacob was called upon, he was ready, willing, and able to deliver. Jacob was a star in the classroom. He earned a 3.55 GPA during his 2 years at Pierce, and he graduated with an associate's degree last winter quarter. He was also named the Dean's List once. Jacob hopes to continue his college baseball career to Fordham University. We're pretty sure he's going to get that shot. Not sure where yet, but he's looking at a few options. He plans to get a degree and pursue a career in education. Ladies and gentlemen, the male Raider Student Athlete of the Year from 2015-16, Mr. Jacob Wynn.
Please welcome Terry Green, Faculty Counselor Advisor in the TRIO program, to recognize the TRIO Outstanding Student.
For the TRIO program, we have nominated Jennifer Bradley. Bring your family, bring your kids, bring your kids. Come on. Jennifer started out in the TRIO program right when she got here in the spring of 2013. Started out, in Math 54 and got an A in Math 54, 4.0. I then had her the next quarter in College 107, which is a math study skills class that was connected to our Math 60 class that we taught. And she was doing very well again, getting another 4.0. She all of a sudden became very interested in math. And so through several career counseling sessions and trying to figure out what to do, she's decided to get into math. She's a single mom, first generation college student, earned her GED, and has really put aside a lot of her life to study over the last 3.5 years. She wasn't sure exactly what to do with math, so we sent her to the WISE conference at the University of Washington, Seattle. That is something that she came back from, and we had some more conversations about, hey, I think I want to do engineering. And so she decided to do engineering, and she has taken every math class that we've offered. She's taken all of the physics and you name it, every engineering class, and has a 3.82 GPA. She is showing that she is definitely prepared to go into engineering and will be a great representative of Pierce College. She has applied to the University of Washington in St. Martin's. She has been accepted to St. Martin's, and she is still waiting to hear from the University of Washington. However, I have no doubt she'll be accepted there. They have actually emailed her personally a couple questions, so I'm sure they're interested in having her. So anyway, mechanical engineering is what she is doing. And we're very proud of all of her hard work here and her representation of TRIO and being such a wonderful TRIO scholar. Congratulations to Jennifer Bradley.
Please welcome Cameron Cox, Director of Student Life, to come forward to recognize the student leadership teams.
All right. Well, I always think about this time of year being the celebration season, and we honor our students during the award ceremony, and graduation is a week away. So for a Director of Student Life, that's exciting and sad at the same time, because we know a lot of these relationships that we've had with our students. The relationships aren't necessarily ending, but the connection and seeing them on a daily basis in our office, that's ending soon. So I'll definitely miss everyone. But I do want to call up our student government team from this year. So if I could have Alyssa Garrido, our president, come on stage. Followed by Patrick Hughes, our Vice President. And next, Terrell Heyman, our Administrative Senator. Princelina Elaine Pendergrass, our Clubs and Organizations Senator. Ryan Jackson, our Student and Cultural Affairs Senator. And Shemayam Johnson, our Engagement Senator. And finally, William Sawyer, our Legislative Senator. So student government, a lot of times people, they don't really know what student government does. You go to a lot of campuses and you ask somebody like, what does student government do? And people are just like, I don't know. But this is my opportunity to tell you what they do. They do a lot of things. And a lot of it is behind the scenes, but they're involved with helping clubs get chartered and walking clubs through that process. They help facilitate the Emerging Leaders Academy program. They help facilitate the Multicultural Leadership Institute. They help oversee and initiate the budget process for the Student Technology Fee Budget Committee and the Student Services and Activities Fee Budget Committee. They also are involved in a lot of legislative work that happens between community college students and the legislature down in Olympia. They go to a lot of trainings throughout the year related to that. They put on events like, I get to plug this, Radar Review, which is happening tomorrow night at 6 o'clock in the 4th floor. Come check it out. Tutoring, free food, massage, chair massages, all that good stuff. So they put that together. And then also Civics Week and the Constitution Day event. Every team that I work with, I feel like has a different kind of personality, but one thing that comes to mind, I was debating, should I tell an individual story about each one of them? Because as I was looking at the names on this, I was thinking about when I first met each one of them. You know, I'm not going to do that just because, you know, we don't have time for that. But I do want to say the one thing that I think about with this team is there's two things mainly. One is how well they work together. Usually you have some sort of conflict that pops up during the year. This team like never really argued or fought with each other, so that was made my job easy. But they just got along so well, and it's always fun to just listen to the banter that happened between them, you know. And another word that comes to mind with this team is laughter. I feel like there was a lot of good laughter. I was even thinking when we went to the Voice Academy, there was this moment at the Voice Academy, I was laughing so hard, I was actually crying. And I was thinking, driving home from that event, thinking, I don't remember the last time I laughed so hard that I actually cried, but that happened with these guys. And so they're a great team. And I want to thank you guys for your service this year to our college. And I want to thank you for the laughter in our office. And I wish you much success in your future endeavors. Thank you.
We have to stand sideways and squeeze in a little bit.
Let's get friends. The biggest person is the biggest person is in the middle, right?
So I'm also going to present the Student Activities Board. Allie Morrow, who's our advisor, was unable to be here tonight, so I'm going to present this in her place. So when I call you in, please come up. So Daniel Dino Slofer, our Communications Coordinator. William Chris Sanders, Issues and Awareness Coordinator. Tiffany Meeks, our Outreach Coordinator. Rachel Watson, Promotions Coordinator. And John Mueller, our Special Events Coordinator, he had another engagement he wasn't able to get out of, so he's not able to be here tonight. But again, by the way, a quick story, this is why I almost started laughing, is Tiffany, right here in the middle, earlier today, she broke down game tape on me. She pulled up the video from this event a year ago, and she said, Cameron, look what you did here. And so she broke down my presentation last year, and then she said, this is how you need to call us up to the stage. So hopefully, Tiffany, I did a better job tonight. I already know she's going to pull game tape on me later, probably tomorrow or whatnot, and say, okay, let's go back and see how it went, you know. But again, this team, they do a lot of events. Activities Board, I sometimes think of student government as like the movie directors. They're behind the scenes. They're kind of doing a lot of things that are behind the scenes. And Activities Board, they're kind of like the movie stars, the people right in front that people see, because the events they do are really highly visible, like the welcome days, the movie nights. They do a lot of the social events that students see. And I think with this team also, just a lot of cohesion, and again, they were a big part of the fun and laughter we had this year in our office. And they did a great job, and so I want to thank you guys for the service you did for our school this year. Thank you.
And please welcome back Alyssa, our student body president, to present the Outstanding Faculty Award and the Student Advocate Award.
Hello again. So I'd like to start with the Outstanding Faculty Award. Each year, Student Life conducts an end-of-year voting process for the student body to nominate faculty that they believe is deserving of recognition for their hard work and dedication to student success. By the end of the voting period this year, we had a total of 83 names, each of which are so crucial to the Pierce College experience and student success. But in the end, one name stuck out above all. You can approach any student in the hallway who has taken a class with this professor, and they will share with you how engaged and passionate he is. Teaching a subject as personal as sociology isn't easy, yet this professor excels at approaching sensitive topics with knowledge and compassion. And he also has a sense of humor who can liven an early morning class. It is my honor to present the Outstanding Faculty Award to Dr. Alan Kemp.
So unfortunately, Dr. Kemp was unable to be here tonight, so I am accepting this wonderful award, recognizing his teaching excellence on his behalf, and I will make sure that he gets it. I won't keep it in my office, although, you know, nice shiny red apples are nice things, but I will make sure that he gets presented to this, and I know he is very deeply honored and really appreciative of the students that he has in his classes and that the students think so highly of him. So thank you so much on his behalf.
And last but not least is the Student Advocate Award. Now, this award is decided exclusively by the student leaders who are in a position to see what day-to-day students don't necessarily witness. As Cameron mentioned previously, we're the behind the scenes. We're able to interact with individuals who generally don't get recognition or very little. Custodians are a prime example of this. They are responsible for the health and well-being of all on campus and can often be overlooked for their service. With that being said, this particular individual can be seen roaming around campus, usually with a smile on his lips. And if you have a few moments to spare, he'll engage in compelling conversation about anything and everything. He's provided years of service for not only the college, but the country as well. It's my honor to present the Student Advocate Award to Willis Duckworth. Is he here today? I don't think he's here. Aww. Everyone's so busy.
Oh, I know that Willis is really honored, so I'm really surprised he's not being here. I hope he's okay. So we will make sure that Willis gets this, and we will make sure that we can find a time among his own crew that we can present this to him so that his crew can recognize him and see what an important role he plays. And it just goes to show you here at Pierce College, we tell you that every single one of us can make a difference in our students' lives. And this just really serves to show that taking the time to say hello, taking the time to listen to a student, to interact with students, no matter who you are, really is the Pierce way and makes a difference. So I will make sure that Willis gets this. Thank you so much to students for recognizing him.
Before we have our closing remarks, I really wanted to thank those folks who really helped behind the scenes to put this together. Our fabulous photographer, Matt Worcester, Jim Butler, our media specialist, and Cheryl Batchy, our executive assistant to President Yoakum. Thank you. And also thank you to all of you who came to support these students. So it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Michelle Johnson, Chancellor, to give us closing remarks.
Well, good evening. It's great to see all of you here. Thank you so much for coming to support our students. You know, I don't know how many of you have the opportunity to get up every day and go to a job that has the opportunity to make an incredible difference in individuals' lives. Well, that's the honor I've had for 38 years, coming to Pierce College, being able to see the incredible work that happens here at this place. I want to say thank you to our families who are here supporting our students, and I hope all of you who have received awards tonight will be certain to thank your family for their support, because we know there's a tremendous amount of sacrifice that goes for the whole family when someone is in school. We know that 65% of our students are the first in their family to go to college. So for many of you, this may be the first experience you've had, and we welcome you here. When you think about what's going on in terms of in the classroom, we are so blessed to have an incredible faculty who care deeply about our students, who prepare and think about ways to stay current in their own fields, but also to think about innovative teaching strategies that help our students learn. Regardless of from where they come and where they want to go, our faculty are there, and so I want to say thank you to all of you who are here and those who are not able to be with us this evening. I think about leadership that occurs, not only in the classroom, but outside. And as you've heard from Cameron and other individuals, we have an incredible leadership team. Alyssa, you and your team have done an amazing job. Your words tonight were so moving, and I want to say to you is I saw you start at the beginning of the year, and the message that you sent tonight is such a tribute to your own journey. So thank you for everything that you've done and your fabulous team. And our activities group, I know how hard you work and the service that you provide to students, that you help the co-curricular activities, because we grow in so many ways, and you have been a very important part of that journey. So thank you. To our athletes, Duncan, you and your teams, you can see the success that Pierce College has had. I had the honor many years ago to participate in athletics and have a couple of these banners up here. Just happens to be one over there. And so I know the incredible role that athletics plays in the growth of our students. You have the ability to learn to win, to lose, discipline, hard work, recognizing how to lead with character. So it's an important part, but I think it's important for all you to know that at Pierce, we say student athlete, because it's student first. And athletics is just one more way to learn the lessons of life. And so to our outstanding athletes, congratulations to the work that you have done in representing us at Pierce College. TRIO, some of you may not know what that program is. It's a program designed for first-generation college students, maybe individuals who have come from low-income families, who, again, first in their family to go to college, maybe individuals who are non-traditional, to think about the journey of our student and her family. It is incredible to think about starting at Math 54. That's like arithmetic. And to come forward and to be able to excel with the support of our TRIO team. Thank you, Terry and Dawn and everyone who is in TRIO. When you think about that journey and the tenacity and the grit that it takes, that's a long journey, and congratulations. What an amazing story. It really says that you can come from anywhere and go where it is that your dreams will take you. To every one of our outstanding students who have been identified by your faculty, congratulations. You have made a difference. You have inspired them, you have inspired your classmates. And the stories that we have heard tonight are inspiring to all of us. How can you not think about coming to a place that everywhere and every day we are committed to our mission of creating quality educational opportunities for our diverse, and take a look, for our diverse community of learners to thrive in an evolving world. The service learning that you have seen demonstrated, going to other countries to learn about their culture. Individuals who come to us internationally so that we can learn about them and they can learn about us. And so what an incredible opportunity. I want to say thank you to everyone here. I want to thank President Yoakum and our Vice President Deb Gilchrist for the tremendous work that they do to support this college. To our trustees, And to everyone out here, thank you again. I think I'm now in the middle between you and food and refreshments. Am I supposed to send them, Denise, or are you going to have them? Okay, so with that, thank you so much. And please enjoy yourself, network, have great conversations. Thank you for coming.